Hey guys, hello everybody. I'm not sure how long we're going to be connected. I'm just telling you right now because we have internet issues. Apparently, a squirrel bite into the cable. This is Panama, guys. This is what happens. Let me know if you can hear me. Just give me a thumbs up or yes, I can hear you, something like that. Would be amazing. See, I didn't even put any eye makeup on. It's just, it was a horrible thing right now. So let me just create that hotspot so we have a backup. Okay, hotspot should be on. Okay, guys. Great, you can hear me. Okay, guys. Welcome, everybody. So if this is the first time for joining the live Q&A, let me know. Just give me a me or first time or something like that in the comments. I'm also sorry that I'm late. We still have a problem with the internet. So if you're at some point I'm going to be breaking up or anything like that, it's just because a squirrel bit into the cable in Panama, and then the internet for 3 cities is completely down. So if I'm going to be gone in a second, you know why. Me. Hey, Carmen. Great. First time for Doundra. Did I pronounce your name right? Doundra Kennedy and Carmen. K. Klassen. First time. Hello, everybody. Okay, so what we do here on the live Q&A is I'm here for answering your personal questions all around gut health and all around healing from chronic illnesses. And I'm also promised, hi Lucero, welcome. I also promised to give you a look into my very dusty, well, a little bit dusty superfood cupboard and talking about supplements that I'm taking on a daily basis, if that's something that interests you. Okay, I'm so glad we're still connected. It's a miracle. Okay. So before we're going to start, let's just get here. I want to make sure everybody's on the same page. So I would love to hear from you. First thing you're going to check. So first thing to check is that you're subscribed to Gut Feelings, and not just subscribed. You had to have this bell. This everybody talks about notification bell. Me too. This notification bell turned onto all notifications. This is how you get notified from YouTube. This is telling YouTube when Peggy is going to schedule her next live Q&A. I want to be notified, or when I'm posting a new video that potentially can help you to overcome your gut struggles or any other chronic issues you're dealing with, then you're going to get notified. So click that notification bell and turn on all notifications. Now, first things first, so we're already here, like some of you are new, that's wonderful. Usually I'm very much in time, and the internet, I'm doing my best that the internet works. Sometimes I can't do anything against the squirrel biting into a cable. Next time it's my grandmother, put the toaster oven on too long. Give me something else. Very funny excuse. Anyway, I would love to right now, what is your number one, just one word, your number one most troublesome symptom? So not a condition, not a label, not like autoimmune, SIBO, candida, but what's the symptom that you're struggling with the most right now? Just one. Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to hear what that is. Getting back. You can still see me. Yay. Sneezing, mucus, hyphedema, acne, rash, runny nose, headache, fatigue, skin, rashes on my face, rosacea, bloating. Hi, Esther. Thyroid, coated tongue, tiredness, insomnia. Awesome, guys. So if you haven't put it in yet, we are looking for your number one most troublesome symptom. That's what people put in here. Marilyn, itchy eyes. Andrea, low energy. Coated tongue. Okay, cool, guys. So what do you want to start with? Shall we start with some question cavities? Hi, Katie, one of our Gut Feeler members. Marilyn also. And Esther from the channel member. Amazing. So shall we start with answering some questions, or shall we start with looking into my cupboard for the supplements that I'm taking and the superfoods? What do you want to start with? Questions? Cupboard or questions? Tell me, like, cupboard or questions? Questions? Cupboard, Esther? Let's look into the cupboard. Supplements. Okay, cool. Guys, by the way, while I'm showing you my cupboard, the way to ask questions, so most of you already know this, like James put that well in the questions. Free, if you want to ask a question, put free question mark in front of the question. This helps my brain just to select, okay, this is a question, not just a comment or in answering one of the questions that I've asked. Okay. Hi, Stephen. Great you're here too. And again, guys, if I'm blanking out, it's not because I don't want to connect with you. It's the opposite. It's a squirrel who bit into a cable in Panama, and now the internet is completely unstable. So here we go. It's not an excuse, and it's not my idea. All right, let's look into the cupboard. Turn on the horrible light. This is the most ugly, really bad light. I'm never using this, guys. Terrific. So I had this all nicely set up. Look here. So, but it doesn't work because of the internet. So, okay, here we are. What do we start with? Shall we start with the superfoods or the supplements? Superfoods, supplements, superfoods. What do you say? First one to superfoods, supplements. Superfoods. All right. Hi, Mila, Esther. So here we are, superfoods. Now I'm going to hold, and you're going to see my, you see, skin issues. I'm cleansing right now. I'm doing a lot of lemon water here, by the way, guys. Lots of lemon water from local lemons. Amazing for the skin. Oh, there's one thing I wanted to show you. Forget there. You can also, now right now it's like empty, but you can use that on your skin as well. It's very cleansing and it's acidifying, which is good for the skin because it helps the natural barrier on the skin. All right, let's get into it. If you see anything, you can already post it in the box, in the chat box. If you see anything from here that you already recognize. All right, let's start with that one. So this one, kelp. That's like spirulina. It's an algae, and it comes from the Atlantic because the Atlantic is the less polluted. Pacific is not that ideal, and it comes into stripes. You can see this a little bit. I just have one hand, so I can show it to you. Can't see anything. And I put that into soups, usually when I blend them up. You know, I have a blender here. And then I often put that, if I have any kinds of soup, green soups, I put a little bit of in. And it has some sea salt as well. It's good, it's rich in iodine. And it's very good to bring out toxic heavy metals from the brain and from the liver and your overall body. So this is why I like this. It's also natural food. Okay, superfood. That was a superfood. Let's see. Anybody said anything? No. Okay, what's this? Anybody? Guys, what's this? Come on. What's this one? Spirulina. That would be a weird color, Esther. Mila, clay. Definitely, Jessica. I'm not going to find clay here. Stephen won the jackpot. This is nettle powder. You are right. Nettle powder. The other day, guys, I want to show you that. I think you're going to like this. So how to use nettle powder. This is my fridge. Very funny. I'll find it here. See what it doesn't look very appetizing right now, but I can tell you it's really good. It's banana ice cream. So just the bananas you see here, I'm freezing them right now. This is not my yogurt, by the way. Banana ice cream and just bananas, and then I put in about 1 tablespoon of nettle powder. And that's it. And that's how I eat my nettle powder. Also in green soups, amazing. Can't really overdose this, guys. If you have any allergies or any food intolerances or anxiety coming up or too much detox reactions, nettle is also an adaptogen. Nettle, more nettle. Okay, my arm gets really heavy right now, guys. So back into the cupboard. It's not perfect, but that's me. Okay, Esther, spirulina. Here we go. This is the color of spirulina. This is how spirulina looks like. See this? Da-da-da-da. Andrea, I don't make the nettle powder myself, but you could. You could just put it in a blender and then pulverize it. So no, I don't make that myself. I buy this. How's the internet quality? Is it really bad, or is it okay? Okay-ish kind of thing. Okay, spirulina. I'm not going to talk long about this. Best superfood ever. the World Health Organization said this is the food of the future. They don't easily say that. Okay-ish. Okay. Well, better than none, internet. Thank you, squirrel. So next. This is spirulina to go for. So when I'm traveling, I just take the little bottle. Oh, let's talk about the mushrooms. Mushrooms. This is my personal brain power stuff. So here, lion's mane is incredibly expensive, but it's worth it. And I put it. This is high potency from this one. You don't really need a lot. It's also called a nootropic, and it helps to just to increase your brain function and that you can focus better, which is a good idea if you are an entrepreneur or really any human on planet Earth. I take that almost every day, like a half a teaspoon. And then, Esther loves the mushrooms. Me too. And this is my favorite one because this is good for everybody. Hop, there we go. The second, the 7 sacred mushrooms. And those are great. I take like 1 teaspoon. This is my mushroom coffee. I don't have coffee, I have mushroom. And this is great for everything. It's an adaptogen. It's good for your immune system. I think Katie, I hope it's okay if I point you out. Katie just posted in our Gut Feeler Academy community that with mushroom powder, she had some white spots on her skin, which is likely a yeast, different from candida, but it's also a yeast that started fading away since she's taking the mushroom powder. And so that one, this has many health benefits, and you also find it on my page, shop, peggyshoma.com/shop if you want to get that. I love the company as well. It's a small company, 2 really amazing guys who do that all by hand. And often those mushroom powders, they are not really recommendable. This is the only one really that I find that I like. Ow, my hand is falling off. Oh, can I complain a little bit? Oh, I have a different idea now. I held it as a tablet. Okay. So next, barley grass juice powder. This is my green juice, basically. When you don't have a juicer, guys, ideally you want to have a juicer because you want to do celery juice. But if you don't and you're traveling, barley grass juice powder. This is what you want to do. I take like 1 to 2 teaspoons per day. And last but not least, good that there's not more because my hand's falling off, vitamin C. This is acerola powder, just acerola cherry dried and pulverized. And you need, like, for getting 500 times the officially needed amount, you just need like less than a teaspoon, like really, really not much. So this is holds forever. Katie loves the 7 sacred mushrooms. It's amazing. Me too. Okay, good. Back in. This is the superfood corner. Supplements. By the way, guys, if you have a question, remember the question format, 3 question marks, and then put your question there. Okay, I can kneel down a little bit. So here we are. So I'm not taking all of those per day. The thing that I'm taking every day is iron fusion, zinc, B12. That's it. Those are my 3 go-tos here. So this is a natural form of iron. It's made from curry leaf. And then we have zinc. And we have I like the tri-blend, but the blend where it's just adenosine and methylcobalamin are great too. If you don't know what I'm talking about right now, watch the B12 video where I talk about what's the best B12 supplement. No alcohol, no fillers. It's liquid. It has the 2 components which are important for really having the perfect B12 distribution in your body, supporting the immune system, supporting your the absorption of nutrients, which B12, the right form of B12, helps immensely with, and it's just great. Like for the body has so many functions where you need active B12. So if you, for example, you take a non-active form like cyanocobalamin, which is cyano B12, that is rubbish. And often there are fillers in there. So this one from Global Healing Center. By the way, guys, I'm really a fan of Global Healing Center, as you can see from so many of those supplements from Global Healing Center. If you want to get a 10% discount, just use my name as a coupon code. So Peggy, Peggy, and then you get 10% off. And you can also find that on my website, peggyshoma.com/shop. You can find all of those goodies there, and often I have a discount code as well, which I post there. So those are the ones that I take every day. I take 1 capsule. I take 10 drops. If I'm in a plane, or if anything comes up, I feel weak, I have my period, or anything comes up, I take 2 times 10 drops. And B12, I take 1 dropperful under my tongue in the morning. That's it. Oh, guys, by the way, if you're wondering what's the third ingredient here, why it's triplan, this is a B12 that is very slowly absorbed by the body. So actually, adenosine and methylcobalamin, they're very fast absorbed. And the third one, which is hydroxycobalamin, is very slowly absorbed. This is why they put it in there, and I really like it. And then we have things that I use occasionally. Iron, ionic form of iron. We're swapping. Then we got the L-lysine powder here. Looks like white drugs when you're traveling in the plane. You know, they're like, what is this? What is this? Can I show you that? It's just white powder. It's an amino acid. L-lysine is an amino acid, which is one of the best viral killers as well. Okay. Then we have Mycosil, which is great for candida support and just balancing your internal fungal balance, because we have good funguses in the body as well. It's not always bad. And it also contains licorice root, which I love. And there's anise in there, and yotoba bark, paudako. So it's a really nice herbal blend as well, not just if you have candida or anything like that. And this is one of the gifts that I got from Global Healing Center together to try out and to see if I can recommend it. I can recommend it together with those 2 here. Female Fusion. Love Female Fusion for everybody over 30, every woman over 30. This is amazing. It's great for helping with menstruational issues and also hormonal balance. And then we got liver tracks, my liver detox support. I like that too. One of the ingredients is also milk thistle, which is great. Then we have mushrooms are in there as well, reishi mushroom and dandelion, which all helps to cleanse the liver as well in a gentle way. Oh yeah, and then from one of my good friends who also have a company here who do moringa. This is just pulverized moringa put in a vegan capsule. This is, yeah, it's amazing. I don't take it daily though. Okay, guys, now I'm sweaty. You can see it's hot here talking. Let's go over to move the lemon water, turn the light off. So let's go over to your questions. I'm so amazed that the internet is still working, guys. So grateful. Let's see how long it works. Okay. Was that interesting, guys? Let me know. Was that an interesting thing to see? I see that every day, so I'm never sure if that is really interesting. Thank you, Mila. Okay, cool. Was interesting. Okay, if already one person finds it interesting, that's enough for me. Great. Awesome. Okay, lukewarm. Okay, let's look at your questions. By the way, if you ever want to stand out question-wise, either become a Gut Feeling Academy member, because I know them, they stand out, or join the membership on Gut Feelings. Somebody like Esther Hobor, she's green, and she's green for a reason, because she supports the channel and she makes those live Q&As here possible. Same as the Gut Feeling Academy's member. Okay, let's hop into it. Okay. Oh, I like that. Tara Naturals. Hi, Peggy. You often mention medical medium. Can you take him seriously, considering his health advice is based on communication with spirits with no scientific evidence? Ha! I love that question, and I'm pretty sure you're not the only person who has this question. So Tahara, I take him 100% seriously. And this is exactly because there is no scientific evidence for it. Because when I studied 4 years medicine, and the thing is, we don't know anything. If you haven't watched my masterclass yet, this is for everybody, guys. Share a little bit more about that, and you will understand more from where I'm coming from. And to watch the masterclass, all you do is you click on the link down below. It's peggyschirmer.com/masterclass. Super easy. Where I share a little bit more about the struggles that I've been in by trusting traditional medicine, by looking at all the evidence, because the evidence, it's always the question, whatever study you're looking for, is always the question, who paid for it and what's the interest behind it. Have you ever found a study on the health benefits of bananas, of ripe bananas for your digestive system? They are better than any constipation, any anti-constipation pill that you can buy out there. Bananas, but it's not, you can't really make money with bananas. You can make money with medications. The pharma industry is very interested, or you can, the dairy industry or egg industry or whatever, they can support studies, to just support that dying industry, because people are getting more and more health issues, so they struggle. So when you become a gut feeler, Tara, and this is what this channel is all about, I want to support you and everybody watching here, if you want to become your own health expert. So you're actually not, we're becoming equals, we are peers. It's not about, just going to the expert and telling you what's wrong with your body or what's going on there, because we have the ability, everybody of us, we have the ability to tune into our body and get all the answers that we need just right here, without paying anything, without taking anything, without asking anyone. This is how our body can work, because it's a very intelligent mechanism, and that's part of what we work on in the Gut Feeler Academy, which really is like a 1 month, 1 year program to support people, support gut feelers who want to go deeper, who want to understand, how their body works and what they can do on all levels, not just what they can eat and what supplements they can take, but also on a more broader healing level, understanding what their illness really means for them. And so that's like a whole package. So Tara, I highly encourage you to just open your mind, and you don't have to believe me, but I can tell you that from all I know, all I've seen, from studies, from research, from studying medicine, from talking to dozens of doctors, we don't know. Medicine doesn't know. They do the same thing, only that they don't say it's from spirit. They say they read it in their numbers. But numbers are really just who interprets that. It's the same with any kind of blood test result or any kind of test result. First of all, often they are faulty, and then who interprets what's the optimal range, or what's a healthy range, or there's nothing misled in stone. We have that idea that the doctors know, but usually they don't. Anything that says autoimmune, genetic, what else do we have? Oh, body attacking itself, things like that, or psychosomatic, what we really say is we don't know. We just give you a label. All those conditions, SIBO, Candida, Hashimoto's, this is all just a label. It's somebody who put like a few conditions together and then bumps it onto your head, but it doesn't help you at all, So I'm glad you asked that question, Tara. Let me know if that makes sense to you. Okay, moving on. Katie, I have cavities and tooth sensitivities. I'm doing the ginger chewing, lemon water, celery juice, etc. I know digestive enzymes are not long-term solution, but can't I use while HCl increasing? Okay. I have cavities and tooth sensitivity. I'm doing the ginger chewing, lemon water, celery juice, etc. I know digestive enzymes are not a long-term solution, but can't I use while HCl increasing? We're talking about the acid reflux, Katie, or why would you like to use digestive enzymes in the first place? Mosquito. Waiting for Katie's answer. Okay, while we're waiting for Katie's answer, let me see. You ready? No. Okay. Okay, I just jump to the bottom to our other Gut Feeler member, Academy member, Marilyn. How many Hawaiian Spirulina's tablets do you recommend per day? Taking 2 right now. 2 is not enough. I mean, 2 is a good start. Each of the tablets has 500 milligram, right? Or one has 1,000, like one has 1,000 milligram. Anyway, you want to get to either 5 times 1,000 milligram or 10 times 500 milligrams. So up to 10 tablets from the normal size tablets, which are 500 milligram usually, are totally fine. If you're very sensitive, then it's good to start slow in the beginning. But you can't really, it's very hard to overdose spirulina, because at some point you just look at it and be like, algae, I don't want to put that in my body. That's a sign that you have enough spirulina. It's as easy as that. It's very hard to overdose. It's a superfood, it has protein, has everything. So don't worry about overdosing, rather not taking enough of it. Okay, let me scroll. Oh, Sen, thank you so much. Just reading that out is so beautiful. I'm so happy to be here, been incognito for the last few weeks while moving and missed gut feelings so much. Thank you. That's beautiful. Okay, let me see. Where are we here? Marsha Higgins. Does nettle tea made with nettle tea bags have the same health benefits as the nettle powder? Yeah, because it's the same stuff. Ideally, the thing often that they put in the tea bags is often low quality. So if you want to buy nettle tea, it's usually recommended to have it loose, or use what's their name, Medicinals Officialis or something like that, the one that I have on the website, which is a very good brand, and they don't put any just crap in there. So usually tea bags are lower quality. Loose tea would be better, and you could do the same thing with as you do with the nettle powder. You just grind it finely. It's the same thing. Okay. Baldi. How long should I use or take rock rose tea to heal SIBO? A rock rose tea is a very aromatic tea. For anybody who doesn't know that, it comes from the Mediterranean. Usually, has a very beautiful smell. It's very intense. I think it's related to oregano from the family, but don't nail me down on it. And for SIBO, so sometimes Valdi, it can be too much for SIBO. So you want to be aware, and you want to be in touch with your body. Because I can't answer that as a broad question. I wouldn't take it longer than 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row, and then stop, to give the body some time, because it also kills a little bit beneficial bacteria in the gut, because it's a very strong natural antibiotic from what I know from rock rose tea. So not longer than 2 weeks, taking a break. Kay Klassen, how long can I take licorice root for? Do you have to do a 2 weeks or on 2 weeks off? No, you can just take licorice root forever. Like, I have something that I wanted to show you guys. I think you will like this. It's also really good for your teeth if anybody has teeth issues. Love this. Oh, actually, it's my new addiction. What's in there? So here we go. New addiction. This is dried licorice root extract, organic. There's nothing else in there. There's no sugar. There's no xylitol, no bullshit in there. It's just organic licorice root. This is amazing, guys. And this is like a Tic Tac. It's very intense, the taste. I have it on my website as well. It's very intense, but it helps with white tongue. I've got a few clients now who are just taking this little thing. Helps with white tongue, helps with any kind of bacteria infection in the mouth. Of course, if you have like huge bacteria infection, you need a dentist. But if you have like lingering stuff, it helps. The licorice root helps to strengthen the tooth enamel, which basically makes your tooth stronger against any cavities or any bacteria, any pathogenic bacteria trying to eat your tooth. Take one right now as an example. It's very intense. I think Katie, you had that as well. I think one of the Gut Feeler Academy members said that they use it as a coffee replacement, because licorice root, the only reason why you don't want to use licorice root if you're pregnant or if you have high blood pressure. But for anybody with cold feet or normal blood pressure, this is the way to go. Okay, let me connect the power back. Okay, moving on. Hope that helps. Okay, klasse. Esther, hi Peggy. What do you think if I say the more I'm doing, the more healthy habits, the quicker I get sick once I stop them? For example, when I go for a holiday. What do you think if I say the more I'm doing my healthy habits, what are the healthy habits you're doing, Esther? The quicker I get sick once I stop them. Why would you stop them? For example, if you go on a holiday. Okay, maybe that's related to the celery juice, or I don't know what other healthy habits you could have. Barefoot walking, rebounding, sleeping. What other healthy habits do you have? Esther? I'm juicing celery since January. Well, that's great. So here's the thing. And that's something I think it's going to be interesting for a lot of people, because just to give you an example. Mostly when I start working with clients, and it was the same thing for me. It actually doesn't work in my mouth while I'm talking. Most often, then, people start going low fat, for example, and they start drinking all the celery juice and doing all the good stuff, and then they go on holiday, and maybe there's a restaurant, and they need to eat fat, or they need to, can't do the celery juice, and then they feel the difference. Let's put it that way. They feel the difference. Now, if you don't have a tracking protocol and you don't track like the improvements you made, like with every symptom and with every food you eat, and like the thing that we do in the Gut Feeler Academy, and that I do with my one-on-one clients, we have like a healing protocol tracker. So we actually track every day for 5 minutes what happened, how did the symptoms develop, the action steps that I did. So it's as close to scientific as you can get. It's probably even better than any kind of test results. So often, I'm saying this because often what I noticed with my clients is they actually forgot how bad they felt in the beginning. And then you feel, you go on holiday and you're feeling like better, and you go on holiday and and you feel worse. So that's one reason. That it's like a subjectivity. Would be one reason, Esther. Second reason, when the body is cleansing, which the body does when you give it celery juice, when you do all the healthy stuff, when the body is cleansing, in that time, the liver opens up. You can imagine like you basically allow the liver to start the cleansing process, especially if you eat low fat, if you bring in a lot of healing foods, lots of greens and zinc and B12, and you do everything, then the body basically is like a baby, feel like, I can relax, I can now, start getting rid of the stuff that I'm burdened with for decades. So then the body opens up, just like a baby or like a cat who's lying there on their back, and then it's more vulnerable. It's more not vulnerable. It's not the right word. It's more the feedback is very clear. So if you, for example, Esther, if you haven't eaten dairy products for a long while, which would be great, and now you introduce dairy products, you would feel immediate response from the body. And that's not because your body is weaker, it's because your body is cleaner. It's the same thing for me. I smell like chemicals, for example. I'm very, when people, even my friends, we have a yoga class tomorrow, and they already know, like, don't put on the hairspray because Peggy's gonna complain. So, because I smell more. I'm more aware. My eyes get brighter. Colors seem to be brighter and stuff. Like we get more aware. Our field becomes bigger. So it's not that you're weaker or things like that. It's just that, yeah, cool, Esther, thank you, that we have a more direct response, and it's a good thing. That's a good thing because we have been numbing ourselves for so long. And that's also a reason why some people decide not to go that way. You know, because if you feel more, you also feel more pain, you feel more joy, but everything's more intense. You know, it's like, yeah, hope that helped. Okay, let me just scroll. Where was I last? Anita Pitka, another one of our gut feeder members. Every time I eat bananas, I get indigestion. Why is that? You asked Peggy to tune into why this is. I'm just joking, because Anita, we're just talking about that. We are actually able to get a direct response from our body. So what I would do in your case, let me see if I can find still a banana. I think I can find a banana. That's fine. Oh, look. I've got more than one banana. I got a lot of bananas. Look at those beautiful bananas. And they are actually ripe. This is how a ripe banana looks like. So first, Anita, are your bananas with spider for free? Are your bananas ripe? First thing. Most important, most people, they think banana is yellow, banana is ripe. Nah. Banana needs to have those spots here. And smell like from 10 meters away, smell like banana. Banana, banana, banana. This is the most important thing. So Anita, I want to know if the banana was ripe before you ate it. Most important. Second, if the banana was ripe and you still got indigestion, then often when people consume too much fat, fruit doesn't go well. So it doesn't. So either go keto, which I don't recommend, but this is like high fat, high protein, or you do the gut feeding approach, which is more living foods, more healthy foods, more fruits, more vegetables, more plant-based, and less greasy stuff. So best thing to have, if you have bananas and you have issues with bananas, sometimes it's good also just to leave the bananas out and focus on another food, another fruit or another food that you can digest better. Yeah, so don't push the body too much. If you're already doing the good stuff, it's ripe, you eat it on an empty stomach, you don't eat a lot of fat, and you still have indigestion from bananas, just give the banana a break and eat some apples or eat another type of fruit that you don't have, the body doesn't struggle with. And later on, you'll be able to include more and more and more foods, and banana is going to be part of that. Because what would life be without bananas, right? I love bananas, as you can see. I do everything with bananas. Banana ice cream, banana bread, banana like this, banana milk, warm banana milk with cinnamon in the evening. Okay. Moving on. Tanya, is cardamom seeds and fennel seeds tea good for gastritis? Well, cardamom and fennel seeds, they are very calming for the digestive system, especially fennel. You know, you already smell it and you fall asleep. This is how I feel. So they are not specifically great for gastritis. They are just good for, calming the digestive system down. If you want to have more support with what to eat for gastritis, Tanya, you want to look at I think I've got 2 or 3 videos just about gastritis. So you put in the search bar in YouTube, gut feelings, the name of the channel, and gastritis, and you're going to be overwhelmed with support. I like that. Yogap. I can't pronounce your Kingdom Citizen. Okay, now it makes sense. Yogap Kingdom Citizens. How do I gain or build muscle and weight? I'm male, 40 years old, but very skinny. Guys, we got to move inside because the rain is starting. And in Panama, this is not just a little bit of rain. This is basically shower. So just get this in here. So we've all been a little bit, how do you say, improvised today. Get my lemon water too. This is real life, guys. It's not perfect. It's just me. So here we are. Okay. Hop. Okay. The muscle gain question. Muscle gain question. I love that question. It's an excellent question. And now we got light. So what you need to gain muscle is a healthy liver. What you don't need to gain muscle is protein shakes. Why? Because the body can't do anything with those protein shakes. Why? Because the body needs amino acids. The body can actually synthesize its own protein. And the organ that synthesizes the protein is the liver. So imagine you would eat, this is like disgusting right now, but I think it's going to get over the message. If you would eat Einstein's, or like from an animal who's very intelligent, you would eat the brain. Does that make you more smarter if you eat the brain from the animal? No, it doesn't make you more smarter, because this is not how it works. This is sometimes we think we eat and then the body, puts it here. No, it doesn't work like that. So for you, go with the celery juice. Go with the celery juice. Celery has cholesterol as well. It has a lot of electrolytes. You need electrolytes to build muscle. I'm not eating any meat. Look at those muscles. Look at that. You can't touch it right now, but I touch it for you. It's strong, and I don't need any animal proteins. I don't do any protein shakes or anything like that. It's just a healthy liver, and supporting your body to cleanse. So zinc is super important as well. Celery juice is great, and if you want to do some amino acids like L-lysine, for example, that I just had in the supplement demonstration, that's good too, because it helps also kill viruses in the body, and it gives you the building blocks. But eating the protein shakes or anything like that, just in case you're doing that, you probably don't, but no. Welcome to my living room. Kay Klassen, why does lemon water make my stomach hurt? Have you asked your stomach? I'm not joking. Like, have you asked your body? Because I'm asking, because our body can tell us what's wrong, and I don't, guys, for everybody, if a food hurts you, if you feel like, you feel extremely bloated, or you feel, it's too painful, you can't focus, you get anxiety and stuff like that, don't do it. Don't eat it. It might be not the right time for you. It might be, it's a healing food, but it's not, it doesn't mean it's for everybody the right moment to do it. It's just like a wedding, it's not for everybody is the right moment to get married right now and have 10 kids. It needs to be the juicy right moment to start the whole project. If not, divorce soon. So why does make lemon water your stomach hurt? One of the reasons can be that you have scar tissue in the stomach, from antibiotics, from other medication, from pathogens. Pathogens can also create toxins. They excrete toxins, and those can be very aggressive to the mucosa in your stomach. So that's a reason. Also, the mucosa in your stomach can be very thin because of toxins, because of pathogens. So there's a big variety of reasons. Aloe vera is really good for healing any scar tissue. So having the fresh leaf or having aloe vera juice that I have on the website as well, needs to be clean, 100% aloe vera. That's a good way to start. And don't force the lemon water in. If it hurts you right now, do something else. There are so many healing foods and healing support out there. You don't have to do the lemon water if it hurts you. Okay. Just scroll through here. Nope. By the way, guys, I really appreciate that you're all here. I just wanted to say I really enjoy these live Q&As, and I enjoy answering your questions, and I hope it's helping you. I feel like whenever you ask a question and I answer it, it often helps more people. This is why I'm doing that live here for everybody. So thank you for joining, even if you don't have a question and you're just absorbing. Stephen Couture, one of my first followers on the YouTube channel on Gut Feelings, or one of the first followers, but one of the most engaged followers in the first time. Is wild venison okay to eat? Well, that's a general question. I mean, it's definitely better than pork. You know, like venison is definitely better than pork and better than chicken. You know, farm-raised chicken or things like that. So if you want to eat meat, that's definitely a good one. You know, so wild in general is better than you know, any farm-raised or anything like that. It's high in fat, just like everything else that is animal protein. So you want to make sure you have a good stomach acid going, Stephen. And if you have digestive issues, lemon water shot, like this much of water with half a lemon before the meal. So 50 minutes before the meal, that helps the liver to start producing, you know, start producing bile, which helps to break down the fat, informs the stomach, okay, we are producing stomach acid right now, and then you have the meat. If you have the meat, I also recommend to not have like crazy combining. So usually we do like the 3-component combining, which is really bad for, you know, like for your enzymes. We need so much more enzymes to be produced and potentially risk that the food and especially the meat is not broken down and it starts rotting in the gut, and you have ammonia, toxicity, ammonia gas, and, you know, inflammation and all of that. So a good combination would be with vegetables. That's a good combination. Not so good combination would be with fruits or with any sugars or with starchy vegetables, with potatoes or stuff like that. So best venison with green or any kind of vegetable that is not super starchy. Bad mosquito. Yeah, usually it's too slow. Okay, hope that helps. Hey Peggy, where saw I Hey Peggy and then was gone. Hi Peggy, how long it took you to completely heal from your allergies? Oh Fatima, I have a video on that one, and that's my masterclass actually, where I talk a lot about like how did I get out of this mess, because I was suffering since 15 years, and it's a journey, you know. In those 15 years, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just trying out stuff. So if you wanna help get support with your allergies, definitely watch my masterclass, peggyschirmer.com. I put that in the box here. It's also under the video. I give you the link right now. You can access this right now, so you get the direct link. And just sign up for that. Watch the, I think it's 45 minutes training, and you're going to learn so much about allergies. How to completely heal your allergies, how long it took. Once I knew what I was doing, it was a few months. Once I knew what I was doing, but this is also my body. You know, your body is different. So getting symptom relief is a different issue from like healing the body completely. You know, it's a different thing. Symptom relief is much faster for most people with allergies. You know, like blocked sinus or itchy eyes, you know, or low energy or things like that. This is something that can clear up much faster if you do the right stuff and, you know, depending on your body. I love that you're supporting each other as well in the chat box. I really like that. This is why it's all for. It's not just for questions, also for you, like, you know, interacting with each other. I really like that. Gary Dunk, I have gut challenge and completed 1 month to the T. I don't know what I have, just GERD like symptoms, maybe H. pylori. Can I eat meat or something non-vegan? Will it destroy everything I've done so far? Well, Gary, don't worry, it's not going to destroy everything you've done so far. What's really not a good idea is to introduce any foods that feed pathogens like Epstein-Barr. So we're talking about eggs, we're talking about gluten, dairy. I wouldn't do fermented foods neither. What else do we have? Corn, soy, the usual. Pork, not a good idea. You know, if you really need to feel like you have to have the meat, then do the meat, but then give your body enough time to digest and to rest. You know, so good thing is doing celery juice every morning, maybe doing a lemon water shot, just as I told Stephen, before you have the meat, things like that. Yeah, and sometimes those things that take time, especially with GERD and with H. pylori. This takes consistency. It takes you consistency, and sometimes you need support. Sometimes you need, like in the Gut Feel Academy, for example, we have like a community of people, you know, who are struggling with similar symptoms, and they support each other. They have a buddy system, so that's a different. And then we have coaching calls as well. So sometimes you need to track your progress and you really need like some support. But if your question is just about meat, it's not going to destroy everything. Just don't do pork or like antibiotica chicken or things like that. Have a high quality. Wild is good. Wild meat is good if you want that. Okay, let me scroll down. What superfood, MS Dots, what superfood or supplement is good for osteoarthritis? I don't like, I understand the question, but it's not a good angle to come from. Just because we always want to take stuff. I'm rather on the opposite side for you. I don't want you to take all this stuff. I want you to understand where this osteoarthritis comes from, which is inflammation, which also has to do with toxicity in the liver, pathogens, toxins. So I'd rather focus, instead of taking more, cleansing more, helping the body to cleanse more, bringing in lemon water, simple things, celery juice, simple things that support the body to find its own balance, because that's what the body does. There is no condition there in the world where the body cannot start to balance itself if you give it the right healing environment. Does that make sense, MS Dots? So osteoarthritis, definitely cleansing and lowering inflammation. Lowering inflammation, how to do that? Stop eating foods that feed inflammation. Dairy products, eggs, sleep more. Rebounding would be a good idea if that's possible, if you feel okay with that. Rebounding is standing on a mini trampoline for 15 minutes and just bouncing up and down. Helps to move the lymphatic system, helps to transport toxins out as well. Okay, guys, we're almost an hour in. Let me take one more question. Paul, hi Paul. Paul Maldonado. What is your view on liposomal bovine colostrum for healing the gut? Bad idea. Why would you take another animal's colostrum from, no, not a good idea. Also, in that colostrum, you get all the toxicity, you get all the heavy metals, because over the breast milk, whose ever breast it is, what actually happens, you transmit all kinds of stuff from the mother. So don't take colostrum from another species, or it's not a good idea. There are so many other ways to help to heal your gut than taking bovine colostrum. Nope. No, I'm not on that board. Okay. Oh, wait. Jack of the Diamonds. Sorry, this is a really good question. Hey, Peggy, since last week I have 8 aftens. Aftens are like sores in my mouth, 4 in my tongue. Also, my lymph nodes are swollen. Is that a detox reaction, or what can I do? Thank you for your support and love. Can be a detox reaction depending on what you're doing. So usually what this screams for me is lymphatic system. Lymph nodes are swollen. Lymph nodes can be swollen. So first of all, you want to, if you are in any doubt, consult with your doctor. Medical disclaimer, consult with your doctor. It's very common that when people start on their healing journey, their lymph nodes get swollen and they get old issues flared up, like canker sores or skin rashes, or any kinds of breakouts that I didn't even know that they still had. It's coming out. And that's a good thing, because it's usually coming out. Things are coming out. Body heals from the inside out. Liver and then out. Liver, heart, inner organs and out, because that's the safest way. This is how the body transports toxins out. Lymphatic system, so you want to drink a ton. You want to have a lot of vitamin C, natural vitamin C. Get that zinc going. Zinc supports the immune system, but it also supports healing processes that need to happen. It's very, very helpful for the liver to fortify any new cells that need to be created. So that would be my advice. If you are in doubt, consult with your doctor. You know, if you feel like, oh my God, I didn't do any detoxing, I don't know where this is coming from, I'm losing weight, I'm feeling really sick, you know, then doctor, please. Any other way, lymph nodes as well can be it's very common detox sign. Guys, okay, I've talked a lot. Thank you so much for joining. If you haven't watched the masterclass yet, it's for free and you can join it. I put the link here somewhere in the description, and also it's in the under the video. That is what usually people do, right? The Instagram people doing that too. And thank you so much for joining. Even if I haven't answered your question, I really appreciate you being here. And I wish you a beautiful rest of the week. See you soon. Bye. And thank you, Internet and Scroll. We had it. We still made it to the end. Woohoo!